Welcome to CCO Pre-Show for episode 440. What did we say? 9.
Not 449?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit.
Yeah, take 2 because producer Gary had the microphone switched up.
Yeah, that was going to be a good one too. That was going to be our best pre-show ever.
Yeah, we're wherever we are today, somewhere in Bloomburrow, I imagine.
Really though?
I'm getting a sunburn because I moved a light to make the lighting look good, and it's skin cancer constantly on my end. I hope that you're having fun.
It's also making you sweat, which is making you smell a little bit.
Yeah, hey, I'm kind of self-conscious about that, okay?
Well,
just kidding, I'm a Magic player. I'm not self-conscious about sweaty armpits, sweaty butt cracks, sunburn, skin cancer, boils, or other skin imperfections.
Then you know what they have in Bloomburrow? Guys playing Turtles 3 on Nintendo. And they're fighting Toka over there right now on the roof with the big neon foot sign.
Oh man. Okay, we're gonna talk about frogs and turtles today. We're continuing the Bloomburrow coverage. We're brought to you by the wonderful patrons over at patreon.com/CCO Podcast.
Whether they like it or not.
And they better, because I'm getting a sunburn.
Hey, you know what I don't like?
Okay, what is it?
I'm going to tell you something I don't like.
Okay.
As of recording today.
Just wait a second. Uncle Brando doesn't like something?
But hey, it's been a while.
Okay.
I feel like I've been very good, so you owe me this one.
Okay.
So we've talked a little bit recently about the new secret lairs that have all been coming out and stuff.
Yep.
And this one, I feel this one hit home a little closer for me and thusly for you, because people that you and I both know have come to Brando saying, man, I wanted to buy the secret list. Just went on sale today, July 30th.
Okay, which one is it? Is it a summer super drop? Is it the Bloomburrow one? Which one specifically do you mean?
Up and down the elevator, brain dead, Monty Python, fall Bloomburrow secret lair. Whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. They got is it the one with like the tattooed arms and the weird monster ones that look like a cartoon and the Monty Python ones? Okay.
Yes. And everybody wants the Monty Python ones. That's the one that everybody wants.
Yes.
And they sold out in an hour.
Ooh, is that a record? Does that make it the most popular secret lair of all time?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just because they went from like print to demand to like, this is how many we're going to print.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel kind of bad because I went to just look at them and everybody's like, oh, I had to wait in line for 45 minutes and they were sold out. I waited in line for 0 minutes and I could have bought them because they weren't sold out. But I didn't know anybody wasn't going to get in. Oh. So I just didn't. I made sure there was nothing I wanted, didn't buy them. But now so many people are kind of hurting about it. And I feel like all around, the move to make them not print to demand is such a mistake. And specifically when they bring in an outside IP. Because I feel like you could get like I assume what they've done, and I'm not a financial guy.
Well, I'm going to talk some MTG finance here in a minute, as soon as you do your piece.
But I feel like they went to the not Princess Bride, it's one of the Monty Python guys and said, hey, we want to print you on some cards. It's going to cost you this much money. And then they gave them that much money, and then WotC went out and made a bunch of money.
Sure.
But I feel like
probably doesn't work quite like that, but yeah, there's an agreement, and now they're on Magic cards.
I feel like there's an enticement where you could go to a group like Monty Python or Capcom for Mega Man or whoever and say, look, we want to make a secret lair with you, and we'll give you this percentage of each unit we sell, and thus making them print to demand would be better, so everybody gets what they want, so the player base wins. WotC makes way more money, so they win, and the company that they're partnered with makes way more money, and as such, they win. And so it's so strange that they're not doing it that way, because people are so unhappy with this, you know? It sucks that there's something that people love so much, and they can't get it, and that sucks.
Here's some more complexities to add to this soup of secret lair. Okay. You have to take into account things like price breaks over a certain amount, and whether or not you're going to get those price breaks and how deep into a price break you're going to get, which affects the average cost per card.
So we're assuming that WotC does not own the means of production in this case, or have a very sweetheart deal with said means of production.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are assuming that because, to my knowledge, I have never heard that WotC does own any facilities that do create Magic cards.
This is a Hasbro Disney situation.
It could be.
Where, yes, Hasbro kind of puts out all the toys, but like Disney, they're not a subsidiary of Disney yet.
Yes, yeah.
One will eventually buy the other, but it has not happened yet.
Let's just continue down the road of complexities that we face as a consumer of this game and Secret Lair, okay?
Yes.
So if they make it print to demand, I'm going to say the average cost of cards in that Secret Lair isn't as high because anybody can get them, okay? And if anybody can get them, maybe the large retailers or mega buyers of Secret Lairs don't buy as many because they don't think that price is going to hold and there's no resale value or collectability, etc. So,
but we've seen that that's not true with past Secret Lairs.
I wonder if you did a full like financial breakdown of the price or the sale model of each Secret Lair and how it was sold versus like value down the road in a year or 2 or 3 and kind of looked at how print to demand versus hard print number or hard print run, how they hold their value over time, and compare that with like how many units sold. Now, the tricky part about doing it that way, and this is why it gets even more complex, is Secret Lairs from 5 years ago didn't sell, whether they were hard print number or print to demand. They didn't sell as many as they do now because Magic has exploded since then. Yeah. So you'd have to like look at those numbers as a percentage of like
there's
the
fewer
player base that did buy Secret Lairs versus didn't.
So when you look at the jacked up values of some of the Lairs, and the one that I always use for the example is the one that they've literally reprinted all 5 cards.
Yeah, they just did that one, right? With the Soul Ring and the boots and the thing.
Yeah, and they did that one. And the one before, I argue, aesthetically is more pleasing and better.
I do like that one.
But all the cards in it are very sought after and thus are valuable now. And I'd imagine that this elevator one with all the tattoo arts you were talking about, that's the one, will be the same way, right? So I just assume that, like, these things will accrue value if people want them. And this one, the card selection in the Monty Python Secret Lair, I would argue, is not very good. But
everybody just wants Tim and Dismembered. Like, that's what they want,
it's
right?
Monty Python. It's what people have gotten people like you every Thursday on our Facebook page to alter those pictures onto cards forever.
Hey, you know what?
And here they are now, right?
I'll actually tell you a story. Yesterday, I was going through another revision of the Alter book that I'm releasing on August 12th. Hit up CommanderCookout.com to find it. And I found the knight that gets dismembered.
Yeah,
I painted that onto a Magic card and used that as a reference image for the section where I'm talking about like the cultural impact of custom fan art on gaming IPs.
There you go.
Because now we have that exact same character, and oh man, I was racking my brain and searching all my thumb drives and my everywhere on my computer and the internet to try and see, did I ever print a Dismember with the Black Knight on it? Because I feel like I have done that.
I'm sure if you haven't done one, which I feel like you might have.
I've
definitely seen them.
Yeah, I've done an Oath-Sworn Knight from original Eldraine.
Oh, that's a good one.
With no arms and no legs, and now there's a Black Knight Dismember, like with the same character. And I thought it was just a weird coincidence, and I did a revision to the book to include that.
There you go.
And
it's one of those things, and it makes me, it not upsets me, but like it sucks.
You could be a mad nerd on the internet. I'll allow it.
I'm upset for all the people that wanted this so bad, and now they can't get it. And they can't get it for some arbitrary reason. And the reason is somebody somewhere along the line used some kind of abacus or whatever they use to do math these days to say, you know what? We just don't need to make all that money.
You know what?
And it's so weird.
It might be how the contract with that outside IP is structured as well. I know that there's a lot of subtleties with Middle-earth Enterprises and how much they could print Lord of the Rings, and that's why you can't find it anymore.
And do you think that, like, would you think Monty Python would do the same thing? You'd think that I'll bet you Marvel right now is feverishly trying to rewrite contracts and print as much as you fucking want. We're going to keep selling it. Excitement! Which is code for money.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, wait. Edit that out. Cat's out of the bag.
And so it's just a thing. I didn't mean to turn the whole Secret Lair into the whole pre-show into a discussion about Secret Lair. It's damn it. Like, it's such a piss off because so many of our friends wanted them and they just got left out in the cold. And so many tertiary humans that I know are just like, yeah.
I got a couple solutions. Got a couple.
I know this.
Oh, he's still going, folks. He ain't done.
Fuck scalpers, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Say that. If you bought these to hose people on eBay, you suck.
Yeah. You know what I love about FusionGamingOnline.com?
Tell me.
Is you can get sealed or cracked secret layers from them, and they don't even gouge. It's just like if I wanted the dismember, maybe it's like $1 more than the regular dismember, right? But if I want that one, then I just go to Fusion and get that and save money with the CCO promo code.
I can confirm, I have actually bought a few secret layers that I didn't just buy outright.
Yeah.
I thought about it and got them it's the exact same number of dollars. Actually, because we're living in Canada, it costs a little bit less to buy from Fusion because you don't have to pay all the import and shipping fees.
Let the business daddies pay the import and shipping fees and just reap the benefits. Yeah. Second thing, this is the second solution to things like outside IP secret layers, is you just hit up your good friend Ryan and get me to paint the character on the card for you. I don't paint all kinds of characters, so don't ask me for any anime stuff.
Doesn't do weeb stuff.
Yeah, mostly I just paint pictures of people's dogs and cats.
Yeah, he did 2 for me, though, which I still play.
And what did I do recently? I did one. Oh, I did a Weird Al Yankovic. Out of all things in the world.
What a strange
A Weird Al Yankovic on a Keeper of the Accord Inn.
Yep.
And
that makes perfect sense.
And a Bloodsport Thrynax, but it's Bloodsport Thrynax with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I haven't done that one yet, though. I haven't decided what reference image I'm going to use. Like the one with the powder in his eyes and his nose is bleeding, or the one with the cover of Bloodsport.
Hell no. The one where he
when he does the splits and punches the guy in the nuts?
What's the guy? No, it's the one where he gives the guy the final rib shot. He's like, ah! And he's bleeding from both nostrils, and it's going into his teeth and shit. And he's got the full Van Damme going on.
Full flex.
You can't tell if he just punched someone or he shit himself.
Bloodsport
is the best Van Damme movie.
I'm going to throw this out there.
I love that.
I'm going to throw 2 things out there. Jean-Claude Van Damme, S-tier 80s, 90s actor. I think I like Van Damme more than Stallone, more than Schwarzenegger. I think I like Van Damme more than Steven Seagal. I think Van Damme is number 1.
Oh, wow.
80s, 90s. And I'm going to throw this out there, and this is going to get people right tilted sideways. More than Secret Lair MTG Finance talk.
Oh, shit.
I am going to say that Street Fighter is Jean-Claude Van Damme's best movie. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You liked it?
Yeah, I did.
More than Bloodsport?
I didn't like it more than Bloodsport. But I would argue that it was a better movie.
Okay.
A better made. It had a bigger budget. It had better
most of the budget went to Jean-Claude Van Damme's
oh yeah.
habit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he had a severe dandruff problem.
Oh yes.
And he's allergic to dandruff, and it was just everywhere.
Yes.
But I feel and also Kylie Minogue was in that movie, and she played my favorite character, and that was pretty cool.
Wasn't that Raul Julia's last movie ever?
Sure was. He died right.
Was it
in between finishing and it?
Do you remember his monologue when he's showing them the city?
Yep.
And when little kid Ryan made the connection that Raul Julia, General M. Bison, was Gomez frickin' Adams, when I made that connection, and there's people out in the nation that are watching this that are like, wait, what? They're the same person. They're the same guy.
Yep.
When Gomez Adams was shouting at the frickin' police officer in Adams Family, and he's like, hook 'em, book 'em, cook 'em, or whatever he said, right? And I'm like, that's the same guy.
Yep.
Oh man, what a pre-show. What a pre-show. Are you warmed up? This is the last thing, is we don't have a winner because we're recording this before the next pre-show actually came out.
Yeah, so we're gonna.
So we don't have a winner from last week.
So we're gonna have 2 winners on the next show. You've got a sporting event. I've got a little bit of a getaway going. We're gonna go see some. I'm gonna try to go to Fort Edmonton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we got to give some hints of tomorrow's Commander. We've got a bug flying around us. Okay, so that's a hint. Bloomborough Commander, because it's the new hotness.
It's flying around us. No, wait, no. Hang on, that's a bad hint.
No, it isn't.
No, it is because that'll throw people off if they watch last week's show, which they obviously did. Like this, just because it flies, it doesn't mean it's the flying one. That's a hint.
Oh, but it is, or does. Yes.
Think hat. Think utility. Think.
Oh yeah.
Watch last week's show and you'll know what we're talking about.
Think Disney's Robin Hood. Oh yeah, that's the hint. Come on,
Yeah,
come on.
People will get that.
That's the hint.
Or gummy bears also.
I don't get that hint.
Because of the hat.
I still don't get it.
You never watched Gummy Bears when he was a kid. He doesn't know that they're bouncing here and there or everywhere. He doesn't know.
No.
That's fine.
I feel like that was your time, not my time.
Just trust me on this one. It's a good hint.
Trust Uncle Brando. Hey, famous last words.
On cartoon references?
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
You can trust me on cartoon references for sure. You know that I'm not going to steer you wrong there. Unless it's on purpose.
Yeah, not going to smear me wrong unless it's on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, so 449, we've got this deck. It's going to be a deck that we're told is going to be at the Sans, Ryan, and Brando CCO Experience in Las Vegas. So if you're going to Vegas, you can play against this very deck. And I like the construction. I'm worried that we're going to find it doesn't have the top end power.
But you never know.
Yep.
The person who built this deck, and we can't say because it's a hint.
No.
Actually, I've seen some decks that he's put together that have that lack of top end that kind of use value to replace top end, and he can get there sometimes, man. He can get there.
Hashtag MTG value.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, 449, you're Brando. You're here with Ryan. Hit our theme song.
Brr, brr.
Brr, brr.